Hi, my name is Tamarah Blossom, and I am here to share with you the microcosmic orbit. I'm going to teach it to you at first very slowly so that you can understand what points we're focusing on to move the energy in your body. The reason why you want to learn the orbit is because when you learn to access and cultivate and start running high energy through your body, like sexual energy or orgasmic energy, it is the safest way to channel it through your body. There's different ways the body pushes energy up, right? Just like energy moves. Like we can see it as rivers move, right? Through these channels. So we have rivers coming up through our bodies. They call them meridians in Chinese, and there's different names for them in different cultures. So the one we're focusing on today runs up your spine, around your head, down the front of your body, and back to your belly button. It is the energy, it is the pathway that you were nourished with as a fetus in your mama's womb. Okay, so everyone has a belly button, so find their belly button and think for a moment. When you were in the mama's womb for a whole 9 months, you were not breathing or eating the way you do today. How did you grow a whole body? Through the microcosmic orbit. The microcosmic orbit is like the main river, and when you bring energy and awareness to this main river and make sure it's not cluttered or constricted or stagnant, which in most people it is if you're unconscious of it. So you want a nice clear river, and once that is nice and clear, then when your body needs some kind of healing in particular areas or body parts, it will naturally draw from the main river. You don't really have to think about it because the body is wise. It's like when you cut your finger, you don't have to think, oh, I need to heal my finger. It just heals. Your body knows it's wise. Okay, so this microcosmic orbit is the safest way to move your energy in your body, and also a way to refine the energy in a safe way. What do I mean by refine? Because energy can sometimes be very raw. If you've ever heard of people having a Kundalini crisis, it's because they lifted too much raw energy up into their brain. So think of it as when people were taking oil out of the earth, right? And then it gets transformed into gases that we put into our vehicles, and now we have energy to move through space. So the same thing, you want a refined, you want to refine the energy that is sitting at the base of your spine like a coil. Okay, so that's a little bit of theory behind it. And so get to know yourself first. Get to know where the channel is. So this first point we're going to play with is your perineum. And it's between your sexual organ and your anus, that little mid spot. I'm not going to show it to you right now, but if you take your finger, if you're in a place, a private place, you can find it. And you can squeeze both sides of your sitting bones in, and your pubic bone and tailbone in. So you're kind of squeezing these 4 directions of it, but mostly focus on the 2 sides. The side, it's all coming in. So you can pump that little spot, your perineum. It's great. Keep it as a trampoline, lifts your energy up. So the next is your tailbone in your sacrum bone. So imagine it's your tailbone, and it's like a little straw, and it sips up energy from below. Okay, so it's going to sip up the energy, and you're going to bring it into your sacrum bone, the small of your back here. And then, so from the sacrum, we're going to focus on your T11. So you have 12 thoracic vertebrae, which means all of your thoracic vertebrae are connected to your rib cage. So if you really want to find which one it is, find your last rib and then go to the one above it. So the last rib is actually really short, and it's kind of hard to find. It kind of ends here somewhere. But your rib before that ends right here on your side, and it's kind of a little painful. So if you follow that rib back and that's your T11. Also, if you push your spine out and make a C curve, it's usually the vertebra that sticks out the most. The next one we're going to focus on, so that's T11. The next one is C7, and that's that big hump right here at the base of the neck. Then C1 is your occiput. C1, cervical spine one. and then the crown, the very top of the head, and then the third eye, and that is all part of the back side of the channel, if that makes sense, yeah? Up to the third eye. And then from here, coming down your nose, down your face, into your gums. And so how do you get past your mouth? It's an opening. You have to connect the tip of your tongue to the roof of the mouth. It's like connecting the circuit. So find a little spot right behind the teeth. And you're just going to hold it there gently. Don't try to force it and make it unnatural. Just gently. And a little smile lifted as we're going to do this. And then from there, your throat. Coming down your throat, your thymus, your heart, your solar plexus, and then to your belly. And then at the end, so we're gonna focus on each point for a few breaths each, and then we're gonna spin it a few times with a breath, and then at the end we're gonna come to your belly button, and you're gonna imagine you're coiling and uncoiling, you're gathering the energy. Okay? Like you're going to tighten a screw in, the same idea. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Okay? We all know that saying. So lefty would be counterclockwise. So you're going to spin this way. And then righty tighty, clockwise. Spin this way. And then you come into a little, tighten it in, and then drop it down. Boom. About right there. Right underneath the belly button. So here's my belly button, drop it right underneath the belly button. Inside. If you were to go inside. And you're going to drop it into, you're going to imagine to be a little cauldron. It's almost like a mini pelvis. Your pelvis is like the big cauldron that's containing all of your energy and your organs, your sexual organs, and your containing all of your digestive, your intestines, which contains all of your food that you're digesting. So it's containing. So you're going to contain the energy as well into the cauldron. Just little mini energy cauldron. Okay? If you have any questions, comment below, and I will do my best to get back to you. So let's get started. Get comfortable. I'm standing, but you can totally be sitting doing this. Mostly I would sit doing this, just to be more comfortable, really. But it's pretty sandy here, so I'm going to stand. Okay. So connecting to your breath and your body. Come to the point at the very bottom of your torso, your perineum, between your sexual organ and anus. You can pump it to gain some awareness there. And imagine a ball of light, a ball of energy, a point of concentration, beginning to grow. Let's make it white colors, crystal colors, and some little bits of gold. Sort of this ball of light. So I sort of imagine, if you might, this idea of like cotton candy and a little bit of a rainbow color in there. It's this tumbling little ball that's constantly moving. It's like massaging my perineum, and it's opening it up gently. So at any time, just use touch if you want to. I am all about touching to bring awareness to the body, so feel free to do that. Or using your hands to help you move the energy. So tumbling at the perineum and smiling to the energy. Welcome, welcome. I invite you to stay and help my body increase its vitality and open up my channels. Okay, so now we're going to sip it. Breathe it up to the sacrum. So now we're imagining the ball of light at the sacrum. Massaging you with light. Gently asking your sacrum to open up, making a clear passage. Concentrate. Stay present. I'm feeling ready to sip it up. So we're going to sip it up. Actually, before we go to the T11, let's just sip it between the kidneys. So your lower back, the spot that you can grab around your waist and your thumbs would meet. Lower back. A ball of light at your lower back. Sense that spot of your body. And then to that T11. Smiling. Keep that idea of all those colors mixing together, or just a pure white ball, whatever works for you. And let's bring it up now. Between the shoulder blades, behind the heart. Between the shoulder blades. Now bring it up to the base of the neck, to C7. So really see your vertebra lighting up. She's opening the microcosmic orbit. And then bring it up higher to the C1. So your awareness. Your mind is very powerful. Your visualization is very powerful. And feel free to touch that spot. And then bring it up to the crown. Into the third eye. Make sure the tip of the tongue is touching the roof of the mouth now. As you slowly guide the energy from the third eye. Through your tongue. On your face, chin, throat, and through your thymus. Concentrate on the breastbone, the top of the breastbone. And then let the mind's eye shift to your heart. Solar plexus. Massaging And dropping it down to the navel, to the belly button. So feel it move into the navel a little bit. And then drop it down through your sexual organs, down to the perineum again. So this time we'll go a little bit quicker, a little less points to focus on. So perineum, sacrum, T11, C7, C1, crown, third eye, down to thymus, heart, solar plexus, navel. And again, dropping it down the perineum, sacrum, T11, C7, to the crown, and thymus, solar plexus, belly button, and drop it down to the perineum. And up the spine to the top of the head and down the front of the body. Inhale, up the spine. Exhale, down the front. Inhale up the back. And exhale down the front. And let's spin it a little faster. And faster. And faster. And then slow it down again. Breathe in up the spine. And this time down the front and just brush it down the front. Making sure it comes down and doesn't stay in the head. Into your navel, I'm going to spiral counterclockwise 9 times. From small to big. And clockwise 9 times. Make a little jewel, a little bright shining pearl or jewel, and place it in your energetic cauldron inside. Just inhale your hands up the side and a rolling pin. Rolling pin breath down the feet. Let's do that a couple more times. And sense your body, sense your skin. Connect with the outside air. The sounds you hear. Taste in your mouth. The temperature. And imagine the world before you open your eyes. Smile to yourself in the outside world. And then slowly come back when you feel ready. Thank you for joining me today. Use the microcosmic orbit to refine your energy and store it safely. You can use this practice after anything that heightens your energy and gets you really high and excited. So after dancing, after yoga practice, after martial arts, after making love, after anything. This is a great way to refine the energy that you lift up and expand and condense it back into yourself so you feel like you are storing it for later use. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Tamarah Blossom, here to help you reclaim your radiance. If you like this video, click on the like button, share with the world if you feel it is of value or of need. And if you have any questions about the microcosmic orbit meditation, comment below and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much, and in the meantime, focus on what you love.